What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. Excuse me. How y'all doing up there? You know, I'm in the struggle act. So I gotta drop some heat. You know, earlier today I was taking my walk and I made a couple quick videos about the black millennials, because let's just face it, the black millennials are getting on my damn nerves. They're shines, they're katas, they're nignogs, they're pieces of work. You know, you ever your mother say you're a piece of work? Black millennials are a piece of work. Now, I was having this discussion with people on Twitter, and some people were saying, well, it's a little bit harder now to get housing and stuff like that. But on the other flip side, you have to realize, on the flip side, with the internet, hustle is easier to get. You know what I'm saying? Does houses cost more? Do cars cost more? Yes, that's undeniable. Does college cost more? That's undeniable. But anytime you can get on the internet and run your mouth on YouTube or Twitter and get sponsorships and get ad revenue, $600, $700, $800 a month, just getting on the internet. You can sell wares, you can design clothes, sell them online. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hear that excuse that it's harder, because making money is easier. Let's just face it. There's way more ways you can hustle if you put your mind to it and grind than it was back then before the internet. Let's just face it. And these millennials, man, they just get on my nerves, man. I was watching part of, my man Doe Dude. Shout out to him. I don't know the name of the show. I'll put a link in the box. And these shines were talking. There was this black feminist. I think she was from the motherland somewhere, and she said trans women aren't women. You know what I mean? And it caused, as you can suspect, an African American, the shine, the nignog, the LGBTQ community in the Shine network, it caused a quake stir, and they were mainly talking about that. And I'm like, these people can't even be serious. My man Doe Dude was like, man, I was shout out to him for being a sense of reason on the show. I'm gonna put a link in the box to the show, but man, come on. I never heard, if you had $1 for every time a black millennial says privilege, you would be Bill Gates rich. You would be P. Diddy rich. You would be Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. If you had $1 for every time one of these nignogs, these akadas, these shines, these black millennials said the word privilege, you would be a millionaire, a billionaire. I swear to God. That's all I heard. Privilege, in your privilege, in your privilege, in your privilege. Like, these shines can't be serious, man. There is no privilege. There's none. You know what privilege is? Is what you make for yourself. What your family made for yourself. Like, so what? Say if a family had, they had a farm, and they worked hard, and they left some stocks and stuff for you when you died, and then you built on that, and then people see you riding around them Bentleys in this big ass house, and you be like, oh, that's white privilege. No, his family worked hard for that. And I'm not even trying to hear that black people don't, because I know rich black people that do the same goddamn thing. Just because you nogs want to throw $10,000 in the air in a fucking strip club doesn't mean every nignog is doing that. Every black person is not doing that. Some are setting their family up for the future. What you shine should be doing. Instead of running to the club and shit. Buying bottles and shit. These black millennials don't have any struggle in their face. Like, look at this video I'm going to put in the box and see if you can see any type of struggle in any of this person's faces. If anyone is privileged, it's these nignogs. They're so privileged they can identify by their gender or their sexual orientation and think people can treat them differently. Treat them special. Like, are you serious? Man, yo, black millennials, they swear they're fighting against white supremacy, racism, social inequality, gender inequality. They haven't faced what it is? They haven't faced any struggle in their life, so they have to make this shit up. I'm almost assured of that. They gotta come up with struggles because they think being black equates being in struggle. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Like, a lot of times in the shine community, like, if you don't grow up in a struggle, they'll take your black card or some shit like that. I'm not even making this stuff up, man. I'm just telling you what I know. You know what I mean? Sometimes, a lot of times, being black is equated with struggle and your hardships coming up. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has that. You know what I mean? Not everybody has had that. That doesn't take away whether they're black or not. And these shines here, they think that it's a struggle. So just because their forefathers or their grandparents, the civil rights era, they think it's our time now to carry the torch. Carry what torch? Life is what you make it, and there's no torch to be carried here. You know what I mean? If we had to do the civil rights all over again, you would do it all over differently. Like, why would you fight? I don't want to make a video about that, but why would you fight to eat at the white man's diner when he don't want you to eat there? Like, this dumb shit like that. Like, the shine in the video was saying, he was equating, Doe was making a comparison how some trans women are getting looks that it would traditionally go to women, but since they're letting men become women, and it's called trans women, making them be women, they're getting looks that normally those looks would go for women. When I mean looks, I mean opportunities. And he was just talking about some nog shit about, that's like the white man, like, I don't want you niggas living in my neighborhood. Like, who the fuck cares? See, this is the problem with the black millennials, man. They want, like I said it before, man, and when the white folks come on my mentions and come in my my YouTube comments, I try to correct them, man. They think black people don't like white people. No. That's not it. Black people want white people to love them. That's what it is. I don't see, this is what y'all listen to, these Richard Spencers and other people, all this bullshit. Like, that's not what's happening here, man. Why else would you be mad that somebody don't want you living in their neighborhood? Asians don't want you living in their neighborhood. Indians don't want you living in their neighborhood, but they only mad at the white man for not wanting them living in their neighborhood. Why is that? Because they want the white man to love them. And these black millennials, that's all they're fighting for. It's a shame, man. It really, really is. All these talk about black spaces and all this other bullshit. Man, big dog, shut the hell up. Y'all can't even be serious with some of the stuff you say, you black millennials, man. Y'all the worst. I used to think the white millennials were worse, man. When I heard this video, I'm like, you black millennials have lost your goddamn minds, man. You have really lost your minds. You've lost your way. You know what I mean? It should be about economics. It's always been about money, and it always will be about money. But you shines let this Black Lives Matter crap cloud your brains and shit like that. Now you think all you think about is your sexual activities and your gender and stuff like that. That's like one part of your life. It's like when you're 60, 70 years old, you worry about fucking all. I mean, strike that from me. I'm sorry, YouTube. Don't strike the video down. But you see what I'm saying? People lost their goddamn minds, man. You should be working to set up the next generation to have a better life, not fighting with the man talking about fighting racism. You get your next generation a better life by gaining resources. This is a message to you black millennials, and anybody that knows a black millennial, share it to these shines, share it to these akatas, share it to these knickknacks, share it and let them hear it. All y'all are doing is whatever the white liberal wants y'all to do. The social change that you are trying to take place is what really the white liberal wants done. But see, they know they don't got the foot soldiers to do it. They know they can't get a whole bunch of white people to march out these streets and do that shit. They can get some. Like they're getting some of these Antifa and all these guys out here to do it. But they need you knickknacks to run out here and march these streets, just like the knickknacks marched the streets in the 60s. It's like you can't see the jig right in front of your face. It's a shame, man. Y'all need to go, listen, you black millennials, do me a favor. Get on YouTube and search Dr. Khalid Muhammad, you know what I mean? And just spend a couple days, you know what I mean? You got time, you know what I mean? Spend a couple days listening to his YouTube videos. And then put some of that stuff in proper context with today. You know what I mean? And you'll see where y'all getting misled at. It's not even hard, man. It's not. I don't know. Black millennials want to live on TV. They want to live on television shows, movies. That's how they want to live their life. They live their express their culture. You know what I mean? And they're too fascinated with movie roles and TV shows. Like if you go on the route, like this is supposed to be black news, and they got a segment every week of going over the latest scandal episode. Like, and I'm like, are y'all serious? They got news clipping of who's returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Meanwhile, slavery is taking place in Libya, and they still haven't covered it. Media blackout. But y'all can cover Hollywood bullshit. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. Black millennials are the worst, man. They need to be taken to task, you know what I mean? And Hotep is to be the ones to do it. Anyway, if you like my videos, please share, like, you know what I mean? Do whatever. Let people hear it. You donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, I greatly appreciate it. Episode 53 of the podcast is out. You can listen to it on YouTube or on SoundCloud or on iTunes. If you listen on iTunes, please give me a review. I'd appreciate it. And follow me on Twitter at Handy Mayhem and Uncle Hotep. Peace.